3 model trains that I have. It's been a while since I've done a video on them. Last time I did a video on them, this was in my other room. But these are a completely different generation of them, mostly because they're a lot smaller. This is a Metro train that I made quite a while ago. I'm actually not even sure if I did a video on this this generation of them. They're a lot smaller and the couplings are a lot better. Instead of having tape between them, it's like a pin and slot sort of mechanism. And I have a lot of them. I've laid all of them out. Well, almost all of them. Except for the few that are up here. And I know it's been a while since I've done a video. But I'm going to try to make a couple, like 1 or 2 today. Hey everyone, Jacob Shorts here. And as you saw in, like just before, this video is going to be about my 3 paper trains that I made. So in front of me, this is a Silverliner 4 model that I just finished. And I have a few more over here. These 4 of them here. There's going to be 2 sets in the married pair configuration. While this will be the only single car. So as I said earlier, there's new couplings. If you flip it over, you can see that there's a slot cut into it. That's where the pin coupling will fit into it. So as I showed you before, I have a lot of them. Some of them I haven't actually finished yet. I will. Just gonna get a bit more light up here. That's a bit better. So probably one of the last times you saw me do a video up here, there were Legos up here. There still are, just not as many. A lot of them are put away. The topic of this video is going to be my 3D model trains. So these are like maybe half the size that they were before. And that is so I can fit more of them in this bin. The other ones were maybe about the size of this truck. I don't quite remember. I don't think I have any more of them. And this Christmas I also got a lot more Nerf stuff. I might do a video on that later. And so, a lot of these are actually from while I was in my old room. But some of them are new. I will go over the newer ones. But first, let's go over some of the older ones. This was one of the first few that I made. An ACS 64 with 5 Ampli cars, including 3 Ampli coach cars, a cafe car, and a Metroliner cab car all the way at the end. This is ACS 64 number 600. I'm not entirely sure how accurate it is. The only reason I did this is because I did this off of memory. It looks kind of nice from a distance. But when you get closer, you start to notice some of the flaws, including the pantographs are probably a bit too small. Also, it's a bit flimsy. It's the locomotive itself. This is how I made it. But overall, it actually looks pretty nice. The coach cars aren't really anything special either. However, I did do something a bit different. In order to increase the production of the train cars, what I'll do is I'll only make one, and then I'll print copies of it. And I'll save one copy of it for later, and I've started doing that now. It'll usually be the original. Sticking with Amtrak equipment, let's move on to a long-distance train that I have. Now, if you use the site Amino, I think that's how you pronounce it, you may have seen this. Probably not, but you might have. Because I brought this to school, and one of the guys I sat with back in 7th grade when I brought this, he has it, and he took a few pictures of it and uploaded them. So, might have not seen it. The train consists of an ST-44 Charger, a P-42 DC, a material handling car, baggage car, 4 Superliner coach cars, a Superliner Cafe car, and a Superliner Cafe lounge. I have another P-42, however, I haven't really done anything much with it, as it is a different shade of blue. And this probably won't really go anywhere with anything. With a few odds and ends of other stuff, I made some track maintenance equipment, and it only includes 2 cars. Some sort of maintenance car, and a box car, which I found in a magazine, an HO scale model of in a magazine, and it was supposed to be a track cleaning car. I also hear a lot of screams from my room. Moving on to something a bit more out to the West Coast, I have an Amtrak Cascades train that I made a while ago, along with the track maintenance train that I just showed you earlier. It consists of few different, It consists of an F-59, a Talbot Series 6 train set, and an F-40PH cab car and baggage car. Now, the train set can either be a Talbot Series 6 or a Talbot Series 8, because I have a Series 8 cab car here. Now, with the Series 8, it doesn't have this kind of transition car. It's sort of like this, but it doesn't have the articulated cars. This is also a new thing that I've done. And you can have either these two or this. So you just take this off and put that on. Bit shorter, still looks nice. I'm pretty sure I did not get the F-59 F-40PH's color scheme right, but either way, it is what it is. Now, with how this train set is, with how the cars are connected to each other, because they're articulated cars, they're not going to use the couplings I normally use. This is the second time I've done this in this scale, and I've only done it 3 times. I will show you the first time, and it was actually the second train I made. Now, this was the second train to use this was the first train that I made that uses the articulated car design. It's a bit different, but it's about the same. This was actually the second train I made, though. It is a, I forgot exactly what it is, but it is a SNCF TGV train set based off of a Lego train set that I have. And now here's the very first train that I made in this scale. Now, the original plan was to make the first 3 cars of a high-speed train from every country. After the Shinkansen bullet train and the TGV, I was planning to do the Acela Express, and then the German Ice 1. I was really happy with how the new couplers turned out. And they look a bit different. And I just now realized it's actually an older version of the lock style coupling that I'm going to start using on high-speed trains. Next car doesn't have it, though. I regret making this. Now, the first train you saw in this video is a small Metra commuter train. It's a shorter one. It consists of an F40PH and 4 Metra bi-level cars. The cars themselves aren't too special, but you notice the cab is forward on one of them. They're all facing the same direction. For some reason, I decided to make this one have a cab on each end. Then I have 2 of these regular ones, and then this one's the same, but it has a Burlington Northern logo on it. I also have 2 MP54 cars for the Reading Railroad, and I had 2 more that I never made. But I just haven't cut and colored them yet. And these were the first train cars that used the double arm pantograph. Now, these won't really go down at all, they're just sort of up. They still use the same coupling as their regular rail cars. Well, they're EMUs. I think they were regular rail cars at some point. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. I also have a New Haven GG1, which is a direct copy of a model an HO scale model that I have. I might show it to you in a later video, but I don't have it currently with me right now. There are also these 2 bi-level cab cars. I had a locomotive for these at one point. I'm not sure what happened to it, though. It would be an F40PH, and I actually did a drawing of what it would look like. This drawing isn't entirely finished, but that's a rough idea of what the locomotive would look like. I will make it at some point. And now the last train I am going to show you in this video. Next video I will be doing the freight trains I have. And this one I am really excited to show you and also kind of sad to show you. But I will explain. So with every generation of these paper trains I make, I will normally always have an Acela Express. I probably will make one for this generation, but if you watch YouTube a while like I do, you've probably heard of a train called the Avila Liberty, or Acela 21. This was going to be the replacement for the Acela Express. Now, this train hasn't entered service yet, and I'm not even sure if this is what it's going to look like, but it's a rough idea of it. Now, I do have some pictures, and this is basically what it would look like. I do have a few more cars for this, however I haven't made them yet. And they do have the same articulated car design. And in between the cars is the lock style coupling I showed you earlier. It has little tabs on it that will fold up. They're folded down now, so I should be able to take this out. It's hard to do it with one hand. There we go. So it has these little tabs that fold up. Then I'm going to put it back in and fold them up. Now it is put back in, and it's not going to come out. Like, seriously though, it's not. So that's all for this video. In the next video, I will be doing the freight trains and progress on the Silverwire 4. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification buttons, or click the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post a new video. And if you're sad to see the Acela Express trains go, comment Acela in the comments. So until next time, I will see you. Bye.